You as a coach that's generating $10,000, you're not making the level of impact that you as the coach that generates $100,000 are making, or $1 million, or $10 million. The more money you generate as a coach, the more difference you're making in the world. Consider this for a moment. The more resistance you have to money, the more resistance you have to transformation. The more resistance you have to money, the more resistance you have to serving and creating good in the world for other people. Now, you may challenge that idea and you say, well, Matt, I could coach for free and I could do things for free. I want to put a pin in that thought. We're going to come back to that. But I want to invite you to consider the possibility that the resistance we have to success hinders our ability to give and to serve. So the more we can unlock the flow that we're willing to receive in our lives, the greater we can serve in this world. So when I became a life coach, this was before Brave Thinking Institute existed. I got certified as a life coach, went out there, and I was super overwhelmed because I was swimming in a sea of ways to grow my coaching business. And people say, here's a referral way to grow your coaching business. And you can do events and grow a list and do social media and do all these other things. And it was just like, and so I was trying this over here and I was trying that over there. And by the end of 12 months, I generated $22,000 in my coaching business. The problem was I spent $24,000 to generate the 22. I'm sitting in my desk up in this little tiny apartment in Beaverton, Oregon, and I've got my face in my hands and I've got tears streaming down my face because my dream is literally on life support. And I believe I'm meant to do this. I believe I'm called to do this. So if I can't do this, I don't know what I'm going to do. And see, my mom, Mary, already had a thriving coaching business, but there was the ego part of me wanted to prove to my mom that I could do it without any help, which was such a limited perspective because the truth of the matter is every successful coach gets help. Every successful coach has mentorship. Every successful coach, the most successful people you have. Les Brown has had an amazing mentorship. Bob Proctor had amazing mentorship. Tony Robbins had amazing mentorship. Mary Morrissey had amazing mentorship. And so when I heard this let go of the Lone Ranger syndrome, I decided that I was going to swallow my pride, set that to the side. And I picked up the phone. I called my mom. And I said, hey, Mom, you don't know this. I haven't told you any of this, but I am struggling. So much so that I don't even know where my money is going to come from for rent next month. You're having success. Can we go to lunch and you show me what you're doing that's creating this success? And I said, well, caveat, can you take me to lunch? Because I don't have any money. Like I can't split the bill with you. And she laughed and she was like, yeah, let's go to lunch. I will take you to lunch and let's have this meeting. So we went to lunch and so she's like, all right, here's what I'm doing. She pulled out a napkin and she drew it out and she's like, it's this, 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 and this. And there's like 4 steps to this thing. And I'm looking at this and it was simple and it was clear. Now I knew it wasn't going to be necessarily easy from the standpoint that I was going to have to put in focus and energy. But man, those are 2 things I had in abundance because I'm passionate about this. I had tons of focus. I had tons of energy. So for me, I was like, Mom, thank you. This is brilliant. I'm going to do this. And I decided to follow the model. And the bright, shiny object syndrome, all these other were like, do this other thing. It'll be easier. Do this other thing. It'll be better. And I was like, nope, I tried that. I had my year at that. I'm getting focused. I'm doing this. And at the end of that second year, I generated $117,000 in my coaching business. But here's the best part about it. We talked about money equaling impact. The best part was now I was able to be a full-time coach. Like I'd wake up and I'd open my calendar and there were amazing human beings that I was able to talk to that day. And I'd like have these calls and they'd be saying, thank you, Matt, so much. I love this. And I'm going to go build my dream. And I get off that call. Back then it was telephone calls. We didn't have Zoom back then. It was calls. And I'd pinch myself going, this is the best career on the planet. Like my job is literally to support people and believe the best in them and walk them through a proven system of transformation. Like I love this. And then following that same system, I've been able to take that level of impact and double it and double it and increase it. And it's just been going up ever since then, staying really, really focused. So that's the good news, is this industry is very simple when you have the right formula, but it will require your focus and your energy.